Good morning, everyone. I hope you are doing okay in your respective homes. Since we are in an asynchronous class, nag-prepare lang ako ng isang maiksing video lesson na I hope is papanoorin nyo kasi magiging mahalaga ito para masagutan nyo yung activities natin later on. So, our topic today is psychoanalysis. Let us introduce first the proponent of psychoanalysis. So the proponent of psychoanalysis is Sigmund Freud. So Sigmund Freud is an Austrian neurologist. He is also the father of psychoanalysis. So he developed a school of thought which is called psychoanalysis. Psychoanalysis is a theory of the mind and its direct connection to personality and behavior. The basic premise of psychoanalysis is that the human mind has an unconscious state. So let us discuss what is that unconscious state. So the unconscious state refers to the part of our mind where thoughts, feelings, desires, and memories exist, but we're not aware of them. This hidden aspect can still influence our behavior and emotions even though we don't realize it. An example of the unconscious state might be a fear of water that stems from a childhood incident of nearly drowning. The person may not consciously remember the event, but their fear of water still affects their behavior, such as avoiding swimming pools or feeling anxious near large bodies of water. So the effect of this experience to the child is that he or she got the trauma. Okay? Nagkaroon siya ng trauma sa tubig. Ayan. So that is the effect of this incident. Hindi man siya aware dun sa event na nangyari yun nung bata siya, pero yung trauma na yun, nadala niya hanggang sa pagtanda niya. Okay? There are thoughts, memories, emotions, and feelings that are hidden from a person's conscious mind. Okay, just like our example, which is drowning, which without him her knowing na hindi niya alam, pero nakakaapekto pa rin ito sa kanyang kasalukuyang kalagayan. It still affects the way he or she thinks and feels and acts. Okay? So, psychoanalysis is also a method for treating depression and anxiety disorders or mental illness. So, let's proceed to our next slide. Okay, what is psychoanalytic practice? Okay, it is the method by which the troubling unconscious material such as memories and desire is brought to the level of the unconscious mind so that the individual could better understand himself or herself better. Okay, so imagine that this iceberg is our mind and this boat is the memories, desires, and emotions in our childhood. So, the practice of psychoanalysis is that these memories and desires is brought to the conscious level of the mind. It's like recalling that past event so that the patient can heal in that incident. Okay? In psychoanalytic therapy, therapists help people uncover hidden thoughts and feelings that affect their lives without them realizing it. By bringing these hidden thoughts to light, individuals can understand themselves better and work through their issues. So that is psychoanalytic practice. So now let's proceed to Freud's psychoanalytic personality theory and its three levels of awareness. Okay, imagine that this iceberg is our mind, and these both are the three levels of awareness. The conscious level, the first boat, and the second boat is the preconscious level, and the third boat is the unconscious level of the mind. So the conscious level of the mind is the accessible information, memories, thought that an individual has. So where does this boat reside? It resides on Yes, in the tip of the iceberg. So the conscious level of the mind is like the tip of an iceberg, where we are aware of our thoughts, memories, and experiences that we can easily access. It's like the stuff we're actively thinking about or remembering right now. Okay, so let us proceed to our next level, which is the preconscious level. Okay, the preconscious is the level where the accessible and retrievable information are situated, but are currently at the conscious level. Okay, so where is that both situated? Let's see. Okay, so this boat is located in the middle of the iceberg. The preconscious is like a storage room next to the conscious mind, where memories and thoughts are kept ready to be brought into consciousness when needed. It's like the things you know you have in your mind but not actively thinking about right now, like your phone number. Okay, you might not actively thinking about it every day, but if someone asks your phone number, you can easily retrieve it from your memory. Okay, so that is the preconscious level of awareness. So let's proceed to the third level of awareness, which is the unconscious. So the unconscious is the inaccessible memories, thoughts, emotions, and feelings that are most populated by childhood events. So as you can see, nakalagay siya sa pinakababa ng iceberg. So ang ibig sabihin niyan, hidden siya. So the unconscious is the hidden uh, memories, experience, thoughts of our mind. The unconscious is like a hidden basement of the mind, filled with memories, emotions, and desires from our past, especially from our childhood, that we are not aware of. It's where our deepest fears, desires, and conflicts reside, shaping our behavior and emotions without us realizing it. Just like our example earlier, drowning or fear of water. The person may not consciously remember the event, but their fear of water still affects their behavior, such as avoiding swimming pools or feeling anxious near large bodies of water. Okay, let's proceed to the key concept of psychoanalysis. So the key concept of psychoanalysis is the id, ego, and superego. The id, ego, and superego that are the parts that are constitutive of personality that occupies these three levels of the mind. So imagine that this devil is the id. Oh, imagine that this angel is the superego and this devil is the id. Okay? The first part to develop is the id, which occupies the unconscious level. Because the id is the biological aspects of personality, uh, it only seeks and demands instant gratification. It does not take reality into account, as it demands what it wants without reason or logic. Okay, let's have a scenario. Okay, for us to discuss the key concept, let us have a scenario. Imagine that you are in a birthday party. Okay, an example of the id's influence could be a person satisfying their hunger by impulsively eating an entire cake. Imagine that, an entire cake, disregarding the fact that it's someone else's birthday and they are at a formal event. So the its drive for immediate gratification overrides consideration of social norms or consequences. So that is the concept of the id. Parang ang gusto ng id is kailangan kapag may gusto yung isang tao, masatisfy mo na siya agad without considering other people or even laws and moral conduct. Okay, that is the id. Now let us discuss the superego. Okay, the superego is the third to develop, and it resides in all three levels of the mind, which is the conscious, preconscious, and the unconscious level. It is considered as a person's conscience. The superego demands strict adherence to the laws of society, okay, and conformity to social norms. It makes a person feel guilty, okay. It's like our conscience. Like the id, it does not take reality into account, as it merely asserts and demands moral perfection, okay. In this example, while the id impulsively seeks to fulfill its desires without regarding for consequences, the superego or the moral conscience might intervene, or ito na yung part na makikialam si Angel. The superego could cause feelings of guilt or shame in the individual for indulging in such behavior. Parang bubulong siya. Bakit kakainin mo yung buong cake? Hindi mo man lang ba iisipin yung ibang tao na hindi pa nakakakain? So that is the role of the superego. It reminds them of societal norms and moral standards. It's like the angel is whispering, do not eat the whole cake, okay? So that is the superego. This conflict between the id's immediate desires and the superego's moral standard often leads to inner tension and need for compromise or rationalization. So yung superego and id is laging nagtatalo. So anong mangyayari? Kailangan magkaroon ng rationalization. So sino ba yung mag-rationalize? The one who will rationalize is the ego or the person. So let us discuss the ego. So the ego, which resides in the conscious and preconscious levels of the mind, is considered the center of logic and reason. It is described as the decision maker. Okay? In the scenario of the birthday party, the ego acts as the mediator between the impulsive demands of the id, which is eating the whole cake, and the moral consideration of the superego, which is advising the person not to eat the cake. So it seeks to find a balance between fulfilling immediate desires and adhering to societal norms and consequences. So the ego might come up with a compromise. So kailangan makonsider yung both id and the superego. Such as, ang maaari niyang isuggest is taking a smaller portion of the cake, or waiting until a more appropriate time to satisfy hunger, thus satisfying both the id's need for gratification and the superego's moral standard. Okay? The devil represents the id, always urging us to fulfill our immediate desires without considering consequences. Okay, just like our example, it might tempt us to eat the entire cake even if it's not appropriate. And the angel represent the superego, reminding us of moral standards and societal norms. It might make us feel guilty for indulging in selfish desires, like eating someone else's cake without permission. Meanwhile, the ego, or this person, plays the role of the rational mediator between the angel and the devil. It tries to find a compromise between satisfying our desires and adhering to moral principles. For example, it might suggest taking a small piece of the cake and saving the rest for later, satisfying both our hunger and our conscience. Okay, let's have our recap. Number 1, what is psychoanalysis? So psychoanalysis is a theory of the mind and its direct connection to personality and behavior. The basic premise of psychoanalysis is that the human mind has an unconscious state. So again, what is that unconscious state? Okay, that unconscious state is the part of our minds where the thoughts, feelings, desires, and memories are hidden. Okay, that is the unconscious state. So the theory of psychoanalysis is that uh, may mga bagay or may mga bagay kagaya na lamang ng memories and experience na hindi na natin naalala pero nakakaapekto pa rin ito sa kasalukuyang lagay natin ngayon. So that is the theory of psychoanalysis. So number 2, what are the 3 levels of awareness? So the 3 levels of awareness are the conscious level, preconscious level, and the unconscious level. So the conscious level is where the accessible information is situated, and the preconscious level is where the accessible and retrievable. Ibig sabihin, hindi natin itong mga information na to, hindi natin siya iniisip ngayon, pero maaari natin siyang balikan, okay? So, while the unconscious is the inaccessible memories, so ito yung mga memories or experience na hindi na natin naaalala. Okay, next is, what is the id? So, our example earlier, id is like the devil. It demands or seek instant gratification, okay? It's about impulses and basic urges. So how about the ego? What is the ego? Ego resides on the conscious and preconscious levels. So ego is like the decision maker. It rationalizes both the id and the superego. Let us proceed to the last, which is superego. The superego is the third to develop, and it resides in all 3 levels of the mind. So just like our example, superego is like the angel. It is our conscience. So that is our lesson today. I hope na natuto kayo. Enjoy your short vacation. Okay? Bye-bye.